All right, everyone. A very good day to you. Nice to have you all here. Whatsoever you are watching this and listening to us from, so welcome today. And today we'll be having a presentation on Nostra AI on the topic, the prop firm advantage, how we can achieve consistent profits with Nostra AI. So you might wonder, what is Nostra AI? But before that, let's just go through this quick, brief disclaimer. Please, whatsoever we're sharing here tonight is basically for educational purposes and should not be taken for a financial advice. Please do well to do your own due diligence before investing or taking any decision. All right, so now that that is out of the way, what is Nostra AI? It's simply a cutting-edge expert advisor that is a robot that trades the forex market for us. That is just what the Nostra AI is all about. It has an advanced algorithm embedded inside of it. So it trades the forex market for us Mondays to Friday without you having to do anything. So what sets this Nostra AI apart is the fact that one, they have a risk management engine deeply built in the bot. Simply put, before the bot goes into the market and takes any trade, it already defined the amount of money he's willing to lose and the amount of money he's willing to gain for that day. So with that, the bot is able to navigate the various seasons of the markets, be it volatile or ranging. The bots can manage that. But also, it takes trade via data it collects. So it takes all the trades that happens are basically based on what data and not emotions. And then also, as a result of these two, it's able to give us profits and adapt to market conditions, while also giving us consistent profit and minimizing what the risks for us. So Nostra basically has two bots, the Sapphire and the Diamond. And the Sapphire actually requires a minimum of $200 to be able to get connected to it. If you have $200 and you want to trade the Nostra AI Sapphire bots, you can just simply copy them on PU Prime Broker. At the end of the day, the profit sharing is 70/30. And then they also have the Diamond, which actually could also generate a profit of up to 40% per month for you. You can also copy them on PU Prime Broker. But we are not here to speak about this tonight. We're here to speak about how we can use these two powerful robots on our prop firm accounts to be able to maximize, our profits. And we'll see why I said that. So this is what we're here for today. Nostra AI prop firm crowdfunding and trading group. So are you ready to take your trading to the next level? Obviously you are. That is why you are here today watching this video or listening to me right now. So we are actually building a community of traders, to come together and achieve success in trading. I can assure you the statistics of the number of percentage of people that win in Forex is like 1%, okay, maybe 2%. And if you want to be among those 1% or 2%, I can assure you you are in the right place tonight. What is a prop firm? Yes, we want to go into prop firm. I know a lot of persons are not actually, into this space. So, but basically, a prop firm is a proprietary trading firm. That is a full meaning. So, but for short, we just call them prop firm. So what they do is that they provide capital for traders to trade the financial markets. So in other words, you are not risking your own money. So the prop firm actually gives you the fund to trade the financial markets. But before they do this, there's what is called a challenge phase in which you have to pass through. Bottom line, you have to demonstrate your skills that, okay, you have what it takes to manage these funds. So the funds they can range from $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $200,000, $100,000, and above. You understand? So you actually purchase any of these accounts with your money, and then the prop firm that gives you the accounts, so with the different phases for you to pass. So that is what the prop firm. And at the end of the day, if you're able to pass the challenge phase, you go what is called the funded phase, and then that is where whatsoever profits you make, you'll be able to withdraw it, and then the prop firm will collect their own as well. So, like I said, how do the prop firm work? Basically, they start with the evaluation. where you purchase the account. So in this case, we'll be purchasing $100,000 account. So when we purchase that, there will be an evaluation phase of which, once you've passed that evaluation, then you'll be given the capital. So some prop firm also offers other resources as well, to help you to succeed, like indicators and all of that. But we don't really need those as we have those already. Then, of course, at the end of the day, when you are successful in all of this, you go home with an 80% of whatever profits you make at the end of the day. Like every other thing in life, there's always risk. That is the gospel truth. You cannot hide it. Everything in life is risky. Even leaving your house every day to go to your 9 to 5 job is risky. Anything can happen. So what are the risks and that's the pros and the cons of firm accounts? The pros, you have access to large capital, like I said. I will see more on that later on. And then you also reduce your personal risk as you are not dealing with your money now directly, but the firm money. And again, you also have the potential to make more profit as proven by track records if you trade with firm accounts than trading with your own personal accounts. And of course, you have advanced tech and fast track trading and the rest. So what are the cons of trading with firm? Many traders face the challenges. So that is it. So those rules, like I told you, that firms they make, if at the end of the day you could not you breach any of the rules, if you automatically, that is it for the account, and then the prop firm takes the account away from you, and your money is actually gone. You now have the choice to either buy other accounts or you walk away. And then again, there are some firms that may change their rules as well, But if you go ahead and choose, so there are few reputable ones out there, you can be rest assured that they will not change their rules. And of course, there's no guaranteed income. So this is where Nostra AI comes in. I mean, all of this uncertainty, that is why we are now employing Nostra AI that trades without emotions to, go into this market for us and then maximize the profits while minimizing the risks, therefore helping us to succeed in the prop firm space. So what is the plan? We are aiming to raise $1,500. That is, everybody that wants to participate in this have an opportunity. Because if you want to purchase $100,000 account by default, you need $550 to purchase it. And then obviously, if you're a trader, you have to trade it to make money, and that is not quite easy. I can tell you that for a fact. So the idea is to raise 1,500. So you can decide to take one slot, which is $100, 2 slots, 3 slots, 5, as much as you can. You can even decide that, okay, I even want to do the whole thing by myself. No problem. You can reach out to us and then we'll hook you up ASAP. So with this, we'll purchase two $100,000 accounts, which is 550 times 2. That is $1,100. So the remaining $400, we actually go into paying the traders to actually pass the challenge for us and also trade the challenge. Once the challenge is passed, trade the account in the funded phase so that we can be withdrawing profits every month. So why join the Nostra AI Firm Crowd funding group? Why? Because one, you collaborate with like-minded traders, who share your vision of wanting to stay profitable in this forex markets. And then we are going to be transparent in the group. Everything we made will be shared equally according to what everyone invests. So, and again, normally with $100, you cannot have access to $100,000 profit account. But here, with $100, we're making it possible for you to have access to $200,000 accounts. So quickly, let's just go through the potential returns in comparing what happens if you actually trade a prop firm using $1,100, for instance, like we said now, to buy $200,000 account, which is what? $200,000. So let's say at the end of the month, of the year rather, we were able to achieve just 30% of the $200,000. So that is, we've passed phase one, we've passed phase two, which is the challenge phase, and then we are in the funded phase. And then in the funded phase, we're able to make 30%. So that is what? $60,000. So once we made that, the firm will give us 80%. And 80% of $60,000, that would be $48,000. So at the end of the day, when we divide this, we'll be going home. If you do the mathematics, you will see that we have about 4,264% return on our capital. But let's assume we decide to trade with these $1,100 live on our broker accounts, extent, whatever PE prime as the case may be. And then you make 300% of that amount in a year. You will see that the other day you will just end up with like 300%. But if you actually scale it to the prop firm, that would be 30%, which is more higher in return as compared to when you trade on your personal live account. So this is a major point of focus for today. This is where I want everything I've been saying since we're just like guiding us to this point. So this is where, we really need to open up and then listen for this prediction tonight. So like I said in the previous slide, assuming we make 30%, so the prop firm will give us $48,000. So we as the traders, we are going to share 70% of that $48,000 because Nostra AI will still have to collect 30%. That is it. Yes, that is your fee for helping us to trade and remain profitable in the market. So we will go home at the end of the year with $33,600. So now, remember at the beginning, I said 15 people, we are the ones that contributed this $100. So this 33,600 will be shared among the 15 people. And that will give each person $2,200, $240. So if, for instance, you did just one slot, your $100 will become $2,240 at the end of the year. But mind you, withdrawal does not come yearly. So based on the roadmap we have, from the 4th month after we start the trading, we should be able to make our first withdrawal, and thereafter the withdrawals will be every month. Simply put, the first month we're hoping to pass the phase 1, second month we're hoping to pass phase 2, then maybe third month we're hoping to pass, to make a good amount of profit in the funded stage, and then from the 4th month we can begin sharing the profit. So what happens if you have 2 slots? Then you go home with about $4,480 for the year. If you have 5 slots, your $500 becomes $11,200. And then on the final note, this is actually like the base case, the worst case scenario profits that I believe we could achieve. Now, what happens if we make double of this or even triple of this? It is very possible. It is very possible. It is very, very possible. So you can just imagine the numbers that, what everybody will go home with at the end of the day. So with that, we are at the end of our presentation for tonight. So I say congratulations on staying with me at this point. Join Nostra AI today. Start your journey towards more consistent work, profitable trading. Let's achieve more together. Let's trade smartly and let's trade together. So if you want to get started, we're only a DM away. Please, we will never message you first for money. So please don't go and fall for anybody messaging you to ask for money from you. No. Send us a message that via this WhatsApp number or on the Facebook handle or on the Instagram handle. We'll reply to you. We'll send you details on how you can make the payment and get you onboarded into the WhatsApp group. So thank you for joining this presentation tonight. So I will quickly stop sharing, and if you ask any question, you can ask as well.